Have you ever met a celebrity but acted like you didn't know them? I work as a night shift nurse in the pediatric oncology unit at a major hospital in Los Angeles. The job is emotionally draining but incredibly rewarding. 3 years ago, we admitted a 7-year-old girl named Maya, who was diagnosed with an aggressive form of leukemia. Maya was different from our other patients. Despite the pain and endless treatments, she always had this infectious smile that could light up the entire ward. Her single dad, Carlos, never left her side, sleeping in that uncomfortable hospital chair night after night. He'd taken leave from his construction job, and I could tell the financial strain was crushing him, but he never complained. One night around 3 in the morning, I was doing my rounds when I noticed Maya was awake, crying silently. "What's wrong, sweetheart?" I asked. "I'm scared about tomorrow's procedure," she whispered, "and I don't want Daddy to worry more." Maya was scheduled for a bone marrow aspiration, one of the most painful procedures these kids endure. I sat with her, and we talked about her favorite Disney princess, Moana. "She's brave like you," I told her. Maya smiled through her tears and said, "I wish I could meet her someday." The next evening, I was surprised to see Jennifer Lopez walk onto our floor. Apparently, she was visiting another child, the son of someone who worked on her movies. She wore simple clothes, jeans and a sweater, with her hair pulled back. No entourage, no cameras. I recognized her immediately, but treated her like any other visitor. As she was leaving, she passed by Maya's room and glanced in. Maya was having a particularly rough day after her procedure, curled up in pain while Carlos stroked her hair, looking completely helpless. Jennifer paused, then quietly asked me, "What's her story?" I hesitated, as we have strict privacy policies, but something in her eyes made me trust her. I briefly explained Maya's situation and her love for Moana. Jennifer nodded and asked, "Would it be okay if I said hello?" I checked with Carlos, who agreed, though he clearly didn't recognize who was asking. When Jennifer entered the room, Maya's eyes widened slightly, but she was too weak to show much excitement. Jennifer sat beside her bed and started humming "How Far I'll Go" from Moana. She spent nearly an hour with Maya, telling stories and eventually getting her to smile. Before leaving, she hugged Carlos and slipped something into his hand, whispering something I couldn't hear. He looked confused, but thanked her. The next morning, Carlos approached the nurse's station in tears. "Did you know who that was last night?" he asked. I nodded. "She left this," he said, showing me a check for $30,000 with a note that read, "For Maya's treatment and your rent. Keep being an amazing dad." I was speechless, but that wasn't all. 3 days later, a package arrived for Maya. Inside was a custom Moana costume, a personal video message from the actress who voiced Moana, and an invitation for Maya to visit the set of Jennifer's upcoming film once she was feeling stronger. Maya's recovery wasn't easy, but having something to look forward to gave her incredible strength. 6 months later, when she was in remission, Jennifer arranged for a private car to bring Maya and Carlos to the set. I received a photo of Maya, beaming in her Moana costume, surrounded by the film crew and Jennifer. Carlos later told me that Jennifer had also helped him find a better paying job through her connections. It's been 2 years since then. Maya remains in remission and is thriving in school. She and Jennifer still exchange letters. I've never told anyone else about Jennifer's generosity. She never wanted publicity for this. Sometimes the most genuine acts of kindness happen when the cameras aren't rolling and when people think no one is watching. And sometimes, pretending you don't recognize someone gives them the space to be their true self.